this was an ordinary fantasy football podcast. Think again.
Over the line!
It's the Over the Line Fantasy Football Podcast. We'll discuss players, updates, and breaking news around the league, with a little madness and fun thrown in for good measure.
So, alright. Why are you called Goodell?
Now let's go over the line with Alex, Sean, and Jinx.
Jinx with an X.
Over the line!
Rule 3! Yeah! Totally broken from the beginning.
It's broken!
The rules.
She was so quiet for the first
Hour.
hour. It's
Hour.
It's week 5. We got Dom here.
5.
We got Babies
got more
here.
hair?
We got Benson here. I got Muckin behind the keys.
Oh,
I got Pop Up in the
hi,
chair. I got
yo.
Jinx with an X. 3 sidecars deep. We're ready to rock and roll, ladies and
Rim
gentlemen.
job.
First live audience.
No,
Yes,
no,
not the first. Definitely, probably the last. But
What's he doing?
Dom, why can't you put the baby down so we can do our segment?
Crying. Bring the baby over.
All right,
Bring
yeah,
the baby.
put it on.
Rule 3's
Come on.
broken. Let's go.
Elle is also here. Add her to the roster.
Now, Dom, are we doing the segment or not? All right, we're gonna move
All right,
to
we'll
the
move on.
segment. So, Le'Veon Bell's returning, week 7 apparently. What do we think?
Dom returned.
Dom returned. So Bell.
What do we think right now?
I mean, he's holding a baby, so and she's
God.
taking his nose.
If they don't find a home for Bell, he's just gonna be a news. He's gonna show up to Pittsburgh. He's gonna play, and whoever's Connor.
You really think it's going to be Pittsburgh?
Yep.
I don't.
No, it's the
Yeah.
James Harrison conspiracy.
No.
He's going to go and out.
Guys,
Out. I'm out for the year.
I'm rolling with my man X here. I think the Steelers keep him because they realize James Conner isn't that good.
Nobody's
He's
gonna
a regular guy.
pay for a rental. Nobody's gonna give up a 2
I agree.
and a value.
I agree.
He's
But
gonna go back to Pittsburgh. They're gonna force him onto the field, and that's it.
Harrison said a week ago, you're losing all this money. Just go in there and go, ow. Ow, my leg.
The Steelers should be 0-4 right now.
There are those
One,
things
two,
they
and
call
one.
doctors that can call us bluff.
No.
No, I think Bell stays in Pittsburgh. I think
Slap
they give him
that.
the money he deserves.
Slap that he gets hurt and doesn't play. I'll put it out there. Slap it.
I
If
would-
he gets hurt,
No, he's
not
gonna.
if he says he gets hurt.
I
I'll slap that right
I would
now.
like to acknowledge
Hey.
I'm not participating in the slap. This is Alex.
His head gets knocked off and he's injured. But I'm just telling you right now, he will not play the full year. He's gonna sound like that every week from week 7 on.
3.
He sounds like that from the first 3 weeks.
Is this slap bet real or not,
I haven't
guys?
got. No, it's not that.
Oh, come on.
I put it out there.
Too many chances.
2 minute chance.
Too much
Can't
chance.
put the X on it, man.
All right, what's
No.
next?
All right, what's next? Bell returning, we know. How do you guys feel about your fantasy football teams and Ivy League?
I love my team.
What, your 4-0 team?
Oh.
But I found something out this week. Some insider information. Somebody shaking in their little
We can
bits.
talk about that later.
Now we're talking about that right now.
Pop-Up's predictions.
Somebody
You want to
shaking.
bring up Pop-Up's bad prediction?
No, this is
No,
a
there's a
prediction.
feeling about
This is a feeling about your
teams.
teams.
I don't think I'm going to win this week.
He doesn't think he's going to win this week to 0-4.
I'll
last
tell you
year.
what. When you're gonna win? Week 12 against me,
Yes.
Why?
because I have Gurley, Hill, and Kelsey on a bye.
Blam.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
good.
on
Wow.
a forfeit.
Kevin's X prediction.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
like
week
8
12.
weeks. I know. How many weeks
I'm
is
just
that?
saying.
Well,
7?
I look
7
ahead,
week
I look
prediction?
ahead before.
Jinx with the
Another
next
loss?
pop-up.
What
I'm
happens?
sorry. I have to talk to Muckin right now. Muckin,
We don't
I am
have-
extremely disappointed in these two right now.
Sidebar.
These two
Conversation
have
Time to drink.
great teams. I had Jinx with the next in the power rankings preseason. Pop-Up is 4-0. He's facing an 0-4 team. Jinx with the next is saying he's going to lose week 12. What's going on here?
Yo,
I-
listen. You
And he's
asked
saying
us
he's going
about
to lose
our
to an
field.
0-4 team?
Look,
He says he's going to lose to an 0-4 team.
no.
Why?
Listen.
I thought
It's
I was
happened
doing
before. Let me
confidence
talk
out
about
of
a little about a
segment.
history. There's some history.
All right, let's hear the history.
There was a.
You got
3
1
years
minute for
ago,
history.
And
30
it was
seconds.
13-1, and my loss came to Leicester.
In the playoffs?
No.
Or in the regular season?
The regular season.
Yeah, but that was then.
It was a half a point, just like I beat the champ
by 0.6.
You do have 2 wins this season that are less than 2
McCaffrey.
points.
0.6.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat. Going down.
So
So you think your team is just
no,
lucky?
No, it's not lucky. It's built to win.
Not when you have your 3 studs out. My top receiver, my top tight end, and my
He
Better
has,
have
he,
some
has his,
waiver.
he has his full starting lineup that week.
yeah.
Yes.
But that's week 12. I mean, like you asked about the feeling of my team. I feel fine. I feel good.
You like it?
I feel confident.
Well, then here's
I'm
what you
trying to
do:
make
you trade some players and you get some people to play for you on week 12.
Or just take the loss and keep the good players.
Why would you
never
take?
trade
Why
talent.
take the loss?
Why?
I'm not
It's one
saying
loss.
trade
Does he
talent.
know he's like ranked 8?
Find people on the
Losses
waiver
are
wire.
this year.
You are.
You've got 7 or 8
you?
weeks until week
7?
12. You're gonna
No,
find
I'm
somebody.
cool, bitch.
Oh, good.
At 2 and 2. What are you, 8th? No, I would have been 12. No.
This show is truly
That's all
starting
I
off in over the line fashion.
No, so
Yes.
something that Alex pointed out was like, hey, we're all 2 and 2. Yeah. But it's all about points scored. It's all about points scored.
No, you're right. By the end of the year, because that is going to be a difference when we all have the same records. Who scores the most points?
7 and 8 in the playoffs. Happens every year.
I've seen it happen before.
It's only going to
I
happen
lost
with one team.
with my 13-1 team. I lost in the championship
To a 5 and 8 team.
to actually someone that's here that is just leaving us alone. Thanks
Yep.
for visiting.
Yeah,
Hey.
appreciate it. We had a segment for him and
Yo,
everything.
listen, rule 5. Dom takes care of babies when he's here.
That's
Or
exactly.
children.
I don't think that's a rule. I think it just happens.
Remember the picnic we went on?
So do you guys feel the same about your over the line teams?
Yes, I'm relevant. I'm
Yeah,
very
you're
happy with
relevant.
this. Yes.
I think I'm going to finish in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But
Sneak
I think
into
I
playoffs,
have a
happens.
lot of young receivers. I have a lot of young quarterbacks. I feel comfortable with where my team is for a dynasty.
Me too.
And that's what I like about the over the line league right now. It's something new. It's something fresh. I think we're all like slowly but surely getting more invested into that
Do you
league.
think you can talk a little bit louder?
Yo, if I talk
That's
too loud-
monotone, bitch!
Robot! I need
Slower
to
and
talk
out
so
away from
people
the
could
microphone.
hear me in the stereo.
So this is perfect for the next segment. This is the over the line
There it is!
disclaimer. This show is obviously getting darker, and
You lead off with the disclaimer.
raunchier, and crazier. So if you're a fan of Heart, don't listen. But if you like something crazy, you should keep listening
Shut up.
because it's
You
only
go on
getting
to
worse.
Did a
Yo,
lawyer
that's
Did a lawyer write that
That's
for
what I
you?
said.
I didn't see
Did
the
a lawyer-
disclaimer. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Did
Gotta
a
read.
lawyer write that for you? Because
Yes.
that was horrible.
I had to meet up with
You
Fishman.
need to lead with
I
that.
had-
We could have Bell returning. I could have went off on that.
No, I had to go with the disclaimer.
I understand.
You were.
Muffins Media!
Mark or not.
All right, guys, I got a couple players I want to talk about. I'm actually going to talk about a defensive player to start us off, Earl Thomas.
What?
Here's the finger, guys.
So that's exactly what I was going to talk
No,
about.
we
So
don't
he
know my finger
has,
is held up and blurred out.
so he's kind of in almost like what happened to him is the exact same reason why Le'Veon Bell is not playing right now.
Right.
Le'Veon Bell doesn't want to get hurt like Earl Thomas did because Earl Thomas basically injured his leg. He's out for the season. This is his last year. So that's the exact same reason Le'Veon Bell is sitting out right now. So do you feel for Le'Veon Bell? Like, do you
No.
understand?
Look.
Like, do you agree with what he's doing?
So here's the thing. Le'Veon Bell's job is to avoid getting hit. Earl Thomas's job is to hit people. That's how he got hurt. Hitting someone. Le'Veon Bell, if you're really that good, you're not getting hit.
Depending on your definition of what a running back is, though, because some are obviously Le'Veon Bell's not a power running back, but do you want him to just shy away from defenders?
Yeah. So it's his job. That's what he does. Somebody's coming at me. I mean,
So if he
he's
has an
not the
opportunity
guy-
to pick
he's
up
not-
an
he's
extra
not
four,
Gurley where he's gonna run
so if
somebody
he has an
over.
opportunity to pick up an extra like 3 or 4 yards, you want him to just run to the sidelines instead of getting those yards and maybe getting the first down?
No.
Not
Exactly.
honestly.
No, but here's
better
here's
stretch.
the thing. My point is that he's out there to avoid those hits. He's out there. So if he's
Well,
safe-
no, he's definitely
All right,
more of a
3 or 4
shifty running back than a
3 or
power
4
running back.
3 or 4 yards, or put up 200 yards total with passing and running a game. I'll take it. If he avoids 3 or 4 yards and doesn't get hurt, okay, 200 yards.
The sidecar? I mean,
That's
is
the
what's going
sidecar
on?
with
That
the
means
X.
that's happened. How
The
many
sidecar
sidecars is that?
Oh, this is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you.
This is gonna
Is that
get-
not a valid point?
He's on 2 motorcycles right now. No, X, that was a great point. No, that is a very good point because his job is, necessarily to avoid it. He wants to score touchdowns. He wants to avoid getting it. My opinion from what Buckton's question is, I feel for LeVeon. I'm in the same bag as LeVeon. Me and LeVeon are singing the exact same tune. If you're going to use me up 400 touches a year, and we're going to get to the divisional round of the AFC playoffs, but we're a 13-3 team. Lick that ring, Papa. We're a 13-3 team, and I'm the best fantasy football player, and I'm the best running back in the league. You're not giving me
And
the money
on the
I
verge of a
deserve.
contract.
On the verge of a contract. Your franchise tagged me last year. I'm giving you my price. Hey,
2 years in a row.
This is my price. I want this much guaranteed, and you're going to continue to lowball me? No. And then he's going to sit there and he's going to see other running backs like Todd Gurley, David Johnson get their contracts. No, this dude deserves to be respected, and it's obvious that the Steelers organization doesn't respect their star players unless they're, the ones hiking the football.
And that's exactly what Le'Veon said. So that what you mentioned before earlier about coming back from week 7 or 8 is from a report that he gave with ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, where he said, "It sucks having to sit out for football, but I want to play. I want to win games. I'm planning on a return for like week 7 to 8, but I've got to take this stand knowing my worth and knowing I can tear a ligament or get surgery at any time. I knew I couldn't play 16 games with 400 or more touches."
No, that's it. And that's exactly it. And that's why the point of Earl Thomas is a perfect correlation because these guys are such
I have no idea what they're doing right now.
It's a perfect correlation because Earl
Hey,
Thomas
Jeremy,
is...
What do you think about LeVeon Bell?
Beep. Aisle 4.
That's Jeremy. Nice tip.
Doppelgangers. No, but all right, here comes Dom. Dom segment. We're doing it.
You're talking to the microphone.
How do you use the microphone? Talk into it.
Devil's advocate.
Right. Sit
If
down.
the
Grab a
Steelers
seat.
give Le'Veon Bell
Right.
33 carries and
Right.
he gets 25 yards, do they take money away from him because he played bad?
That doesn't happen to Le'Veon, first of all.
It does.
Second of all, that's not how football works.
It's not how it
No,
works.
you
But why
sign
does
a
he signed a
contract.
contract, made a commitment to a team at this price?
He hasn't-
And he says, "Well, I played better, so I want more money."
No,
But if he
that's
doesn't
not
play
what-
good,
no,
the Steelers
that's-
go, we're going to give you less money.
Dom, that's not what happened at all. His contract is up.
I understand
He
that.
deserves more money, and for the past 3 or 4 years, he has been a top 5 fantasy running back. So,
Top 3.
bam, even better. But with that, when your contract is up, and if I'm the best player in the league, you better give me that market value price, just like you saw Derek Carr get the highest paid player in the league. You saw Matt Stafford get the highest paid player in the league. You can't give me half of what you're paying this
Are they
players.
taking money away from Carr?
No, and he sucked all last year. He lost most of the games for the Raiders.
But the football's a business, so I get both sides, and I agree with what you're saying on that. But from the Steelers side, saying, "I'm not going to pay you that much money because I know in 2 years you're going to be broke down because we want to use you that much." So I got a guy in John Connor. We're going to run the hell
That's
out of
not
him.
right.
The Steelers know exactly what they're doing.
is
They
that
know
right?
they're not going to be able to sign Le'Veon Bell to a long-term contract, so they wanted to use him as much as possible to
Right.
get as much value out of
And
him.
Le'Veon
Without
caught on to
giving him
that.
the money.
He said, "I'm not doing it."
If you're going to use
And I
me
can't blame him for sitting out.
800 touches over the next 2 years, and
But
I
I
could
can't blame Pittsburgh for not staying on their stands too. They're
And
not
the-
going to just give in to him.
and I could lose my career, then give me $30 million guaranteed, $15 million a year for those 2 years that you plan on using me for. They weren't even willing to do that. They were offering him $12 million guaranteed.
Okay, so here's the next question then.
All right, here's the next question. You ready?
I thought I was asking the
If
question.
no, you're not. The,
You can- after
I
you
want
take
to
the
end.
next question,
I really want to end this because if Pittsburgh doesn't sign him, where's he going? I want one.
I gave my prediction last week.
Green Bay.
No. Green Bay can't afford him. He goes to New York. The Jets. They have the most money.
Colts.
Here's my question. If he comes back week 7 and you're a Steelers team member, do you have full confidence he's giving 100% on your team and every play? Or do you think
Bam! That's what I said.
you can't have him in your locker room? You got to get rid of him. You can't have him in your locker room.
Yes, because he's playing for a contract.
Yeah, I mean,
But he's playing not to get hurt too.
yo, you got to go out there and you got to do your job to win.
Ouch.
You can't tell a football player to
You'll
not play
figure-
aggressive.
you'll
That's why
figure that
LeBron
out.
got hurt. He wanted a contract, but he can step on that field and he gave it his all
Right,
and he got
exactly.
hurt. Right?
That's what's
But
gonna happen.
It doesn't give me the indication Le'Veon
All
Bell's
right,
going
the
to do
last
we got-
question.
we-
the last question.
yeah.
Would you trade for him?
Yep.
Yeah,
I would.
totally.
Yes.
I'd give him nothing more than a third round pick because that's all they're going to get.
Are we
in
talking
compensation.
fantasy or
No, we're talking
fantasy.
fantasy.
I wouldn't touch him.
Wait, Dom.
Oh,
one
fantasy?
question for you.
No,
We
no,
gotta
I
do
wouldn't
that.
trade
Don't
for him.
touch him.
No.
Get rid of him.
I trade
Get
for
him
him in
out.
fantasy. All right,
We're
guys,
in Dynasty.
All right, we got to go on to the. We
I
got
have
to
the Dom
Muckins
question.
media.
go. We got to go on because we
done.
spent way too much
We're
time
done
on that
Le'Veon
segment.
Bell. He's a bitch. He's not playing. Let's go.
All right, so I have a couple other players. We're just going to quickly go through these because that took a lot longer than I thought. Des Bryant made another tweet recently. Seems like he makes one every day, but he said in a tweet that he wouldn't mind a return to the Cowboys. Do you guys think the Cowboys would resign him? If not, do you think anybody's going to pick him up?
I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones is jerking him off in the cooler.
Yeah, I totally think the Cowboys resign him. I think Jerry Jones been wanting this to happen. Got anything, Dom?
I think he gets blackballed and he's going to end up signing with the team for less than he wants.
You
Way
were
less than
listening
he
to
wants.
the old episodes.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So-
he was listening.
I think he's blackballed.
Yep, bam. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dom. So I do have one question for you, real quick, and I want you to be honest. Why did you quit the league? Everybody wants to know. Completely. You never put your resignation letter. Be honest with me. If it's me as commish, if it's
This is
anything,
great
Wow. It wasn't fun anymore.
I didn't like the anal retentiveness of it, and it really didn't appreciate the fact that I was getting 900 million text messages at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then J.O. Bryant calling me 17 times during a very important meeting because I FaceTimed him by accident.
that's
And the knuckleheadery on the league was just getting too much for me.
There he goes. Hey, yo,
Anxiety.
This
You hear
is
that?
an
Lots of anxiety.
intense league. You can tell from this podcast. But Dom,
Do you
I appreciate
regret-
you being
Wait,
honest.
I got one question.
Oh, here we go. We got follow up.
Pop wants to know. Do you miss it?
Oh! Boom, bitch!
I lost to him. He was 5-7, 13-1. I
He won the
lost,
championship.
and he didn't
He
have fun.
stole
He
your
said
championship, and he didn't even want to do it.
it was so bad.
He stole everything from you. He didn't
Years.
even want to do it.
I don't have nothing to
He's
say.
just
We need a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
I will
you,
say
Dom.
one
That is
thing:
awesome.
Yes.
you are a better commissioner than Lester.
Am
Does he go by Lester now?
yeah, he
No.
He goes by everything. He doesn't care. We
He goes by Groot.
All right, Malcolm, you got anything else in the media?
I got
Sorry, I interrupted
one other quick note
happy
that
you
I
did that.
that I
That was
that I
great.
noticed the other day. For someone who's 33 years old, Adrian Peterson's actually having a pretty good
hedge
year.
clippers.
He's got 236 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 4.2 yards a carry. He was out of practice today with an ankle injury. Do you guys think he's going to play all 16 games this season, and would you take him on your team?
Not at all. I traded him away.
Are we talking about who I think we are?
Peterson, your
Adrian
boy.
Peterson. He's having a pretty good year so far.
I kind of have a little, like,
You have a man crush?
yeah, I guess that's what it is. I throw him
I
out.
can see it in your eyes. You're like, oh, I kind of, he's kind of funny, and
I
he's
was-
kind of fast, and he's
He
strong.
just, you know what he looks like? He's like, I can run the ball, and then goes, boom!
Yes, he feels the same way about Adrian Peterson as he does B-Man.
Adrian Peterson would be.
I don't know about that.
If Adrian Peterson says he can play, don't sleep on him. Adrian
Boom.
Peterson can play.
Yeah.
He might not be able to play at a high level for 16 games. If he's in there for 8 games playing at a high level, you're getting something.
Put him in there.
You'll be able to
He's
do it.
He's the
He
best.
needs to
well,
talk
it was
into the
the
mic.
best player
Nobody
next
can
add,
hear
add
you.
in here
Yo,
and there.
I hear him.
Yeah.
That's all, man.
Next 3
That's
years,
how I feel about Adrian Peterson. If he's there, pick him up because he's going to get you some points in some games.
I love the chaos in this show. I feel
just
like we're
can't
bringing
believe
it
it.
back.
All right, guys, that's it for Muckins Media. That's all I got for you this week.
Slap that update.
Muck or not.
AJ Green's at wide receiver 17. Look like Munkin might get slapped.
No, I had
No,
him
he's
being
top
worse than
15.
15.
Oh, James with an X is getting.
It's a long season, guys.
You have him in the top 15? He
Yeah.
has him in the
I have him below 15.
I believe
Yeah, he's
that.
going up a tough matchup. Xavier Howard's gonna do better on him this year.
Because
Xavier Howard's
I based this on the fact that he has amazing games, but for half the year he does nothing and he always gets injured. So I said he's going to be a below 15 wide receiver this year.
There it is. And he's at wide receiver 17, so we'll see how he plays this
They
week.
did say that he had the best camp of his year. I don't know. So we thought.
Quincy and
Don't like him this week, though.
wide receiver 39.
That's
Terrell
Ohio
Pryor,
talking,
wide
just so
receiver
you know.
17.
Yo, Pryor. Yo, let's go
Pop,
to
pop.
Pryor.
Is about to get slapped. By
Pop-Pop's going to get slapped by B-Man.
By B-Man.
Listen, I asked B-Man this week. I said, hey, do you know what is going on? I said, you know you're going to slap the shit out of Sean, right? He said, I got it.
No, it's almost surprising. He's in the gym, start slapping the bags.
Don't slap like Sean.
Just start slapping the bags. Yeah, that was a terrible slap.
It was a great slap. It was a sneak slap.
I'm sorry. Last week I did not think I deserved the slap, but I totally signed up for that slap.
You did.
I did.
I wouldn't hit it. It's assault.
It's a,
I ain't stupid.
it's assault. Like
That's
that
assault,
would
brother.
would stop you.
It was a bet.
All right.
B-Man looks like Gary Busey if he had palsy.
There it is. All right, Charles Clay, 8 receptions. Just doubled his
He
receptions.
doubles it every
He
week.
comes every week.
I'm
At this
sorry.
rate,
After next week, I'm done.
Alex, you better start getting scared.
He's gonna have to.
Charles Clay, he's going to have a 16 reception game
I can't wait.
for 12 yards.
I'm gonna
And
make
Terrence
a big
ACL.
cake for it.
All right, and the last slap bet, Angry Tom.
Andrew Thomas 2-2, but I did find in the archives
I don't believe
that
it.
I did say Angry Tom slap bet 2 and over at 15 minutes and 20 seconds in the Origin episode. You guys can listen and we can revisit next episode.
That's rule number 3.
But if it's true, I'm slapping shit out of somebody.
I'll review the archives.
Judge Juggernaut, can you tell us?
I will review the archives and let you know.
Thank you, Muckin. You're the man. Up next. It's Wednesday. We kind of do a different theme for segments. Saturday, we've done the past couple weeks, we did quick hitters. Jinx with the next needs another sidecar.
Talk louder.
He's about to finish his second
louder,
motorcycle. But I want to do trending teams this Wednesday. So, teams trending up, teams trending down. I have a list of 5. We're going to start with the Steelers. What do you guys think? Trending up or trending down?
Kamikazes.
Yeah.
Go down!
Yeah,
They're a mess.
Yeah, they're terrible, right?
I can picture Ben Roethlisberger in a kamikaze hat. Like,
It's crazy.
The flaps on the
My
side.
favorite thing of the week was when you sent me that Twitter thing of Roethlisberger is like
Aging
aging, and it turned to Jake Cutler. Good job, Ben.
So my theory with Big Ben is he has moved on to his younger, hotter receiver.
Girlfriend?
Receiver.
Oh, sorry.
Girlfriend, no. They covered that one up
That's
a couple
Pittsburgh.
times.
Yeah. That happens only in Pittsburgh.
Every 3 years he gets a new
happens
receiver.
in Pittsburgh
And this is his
stays
guy
in
now.
Pittsburgh.
So he likes Juju. AB can move on. He doesn't care. What do you guys think?
Don't care.
Don't care?
I hate the Steelers.
You're over it?
I am.
Mucking.
I want to trade Lester, Ben Roethlisberger, so he has the whole
Team.
team.
Seriously.
they're a
He still has
mess.
lots
I
of
mean,
them.
I can't.
I'll
Their
take anything on this
defense
team.
is a mess.
The
I mean,
defense is the worst.
what everybody thought that was like Pittsburgh's defense was like the greatest thing ever.
That was Troy Polamalu days when he
Yeah,
did Head and Shoulders. That's
And now they
over.
can't. And now they can't
He's
keep
bald.
a team.
I haven't seen him recently. I did not know that.
Don't use the Head and Shoulders.
Oh, I gotta
I'm gonna have to Google images.
That's our disclaimer. That follows in there. You can't.
Patriots trending up or down. What do you guys think of the Patriots this year?
I'm going Edelman. They're gonna ride the high horse.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I don't think they were ever down. New England always starts off bad. So, I mean, the fact that they destroyed the Dolphins isn't that surprising.
Right.
We'll get a little bit of, not even a better idea of what they're like on Thursday after the Colts, because the Colts really aren't that great. But I think they're going to be fine.
I'll tell you what the problem is. The
problem is new coaches. He only has
You're
Josh.
right, Josh. Well, I mean, he has Romeo Cornell, who's a decent defensive coordinator, but he's not the best.
I guess, yeah.
I'll make a bold prediction. I don't think the Patriots make it to the AFC Championship this year.
I can see that happen. I can see that happening.
I think they make the playoffs. I think
Who makes? Okay, so who makes the AFC Championship game?
Jacksonville. I could agree with
No.
that. Wow.
They lost to the Titans.
Jacksonville.
They lost to
They're
the Titans.
later in the list, so I don't have much to do about
I can say the Chiefs.
Yes. I think it's Jacksonville and the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Do you trust Andy?
Put the Dolphins
Do you
in
trust
there?
Andy?
No,
Do you
the
trust
Chiefs.
Andy Reid in the playoffs to make it that far?
Yes.
Yes.
In the playoffs.
With
Yeah,
the
because
weapons. With
what
the
he's
weapons.
going to do is he's going to beat Bill Belichick and make it.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
The whole thing?
All right.
They win it all.
No.
No, I think
No,
he's
here's
AFC
something
Championship. I'm
that
not
we
going that
didn't
far.
see with Andy Reid that in the past that we saw this week is he's all about the pass. We know that.
But he adapted.
But he adapted.
And he put in different players.
Hunt played really well this week. On the catch, on the run, like
He didn't force, like Kelsey had like he had like 3 drops and like 2, like he had like 5 incompletions, targets thrown to him.
in the first half.
They kept feeding him the ball. He didn't, he didn't get scared. He didn't get, anxious. He didn't get too cocky. He just played his game and did what he had to do to win.
I'll tell you who I wasn't happy about.
Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I won.
You still won.
In
Stop.
one league, I beat you
In the majors, in the minors,
you got your
I
ass
lost.
kicked.
All right, Lions.
Lions, I think still suck.
Here's my thing, right? We got a first-year head coach, right? He's
Defensive-minded head coach.
He's gonna be better next year. He's figuring it out. He's having a Peterson year this year.
Right.
He's figuring shit out. I think he's gonna be better next year.
I still don't know how to feel about the Lions. I feel like they could be a good team, but they're still trying to figure everything out, just like Jinx with an X.
When you're running blunt 20 times a game for
They're not.
36 yards, well, last week they did.
That was stupid.
Right, and then they had,
They did 9 for 55.
and then Johnson had like something like 5 rushes for like 36.
9 for 55 and a touchdown.
Right, there you go. So I didn't have the stats for me, but either way,
Neither did I.
Own him.
this is coming from a guy that has 2 dogs and worries about walking the dogs. Try 1 kid.
I need another sip of my water.
Enjoy it.
Smart
Eye
idea.
contact.
Sidecar.
Sidecar. Continue. That's what you got for the Lions? I think.
That's what I got. They're gonna be.
I'll tell you what I think of the Lions.
He's
All right,
not
let's
running
hear
the
Pop
people
Pop.
he does.
Don't care.
All right. This is a great. Pop-Pop's doing a great job with this segment right now. I think I've got 2 I don't cares and 1 they're going to be fine.
And that's after 1 ring job.
Right.
Titans.
Titans.
Corey Davis.
They're gonna
Called
hit,
it.
They're gonna hit the wild card. They're gonna do it. I think Vrabel's a beast. I think they're gonna look at Vrabel like not like McVay, but they're like maybe like how they do Peterson.
Does Henry come out?
Well,
with
he
this
channeled
stuff?
his inner Peterson by going for it on all those 4th
And
downs.
they kept making it. They
Yeah,
kept
because
doing it.
Jim Schwartz is an idiot.
Yeah, I know. We have some more Jim Schwartz from later, don't we, Malcolm?
I'm trying to refrain from my Jim Schwartz bashing.
Who's Jim Schwartz?
The defensive coordinator. Every week we're gonna have a segment where we defensive coordinator of the Eagles. Every week we're gonna have a segment where we educate Pop Pop on a new member of the league. This week, it's
Jim Schwartz?
Jim Schwartz.
Last week,
And how he likes to put all of his defenders
King.
on the
Yeah.
line of gain when it's 4th and 16,
Yep.
thinking that, they're not going to get it. Oh, whoops,
Wait.
they made it.
last week was Chris Harris Jr.
Yes, I remember him. I saw him on TV this
And
week.
you're like, oh, that's who they were talking about.
It was.
But yeah,
No, so Titans, I can see them making a
I
wild
think
card.
wild
Their
card.
division is nothing special. So,
No,
I mean,
Jags aren't-
No,
honest,
I mean they beat the Jags, they beat the Eagles.
yeah.
They're
Honestly,
I think they're
they
legit.
could win their division.
Yeah, totally.
Benson.
Benson is here. We love Benson.
All right, last team on the
Giants.
list, the Giants, who I am incredibly disappointed with.
Shame
I
box.
thought the Giants were going to be the 2nd best team in the NFC East this year, and they look like the worst.
Muckin,
And
don't
NFL.
ever have any predictions. They're wrong. I went against you, and I won by 0.6 of a point against the champ.
You also predicted that the Giants would win the last 2 weeks.
It doesn't matter. I'm never going to predict. And Muckin just ruined it.
Don't blame Muckin.
I
for
have
the
to.
Giants sucking.
Muck or not.
You can blame your offensive
Rules
line.
set.
Those are our trending teams.
Wow.
Pop-Up actually participated in the last two. Thank you.
That excites me a little. Not happy about it,
The Titans and the
but it
Giants.
excites. So, all my fans out there, I have to get my gallbladder removed. And the doctor, the surgeon that's going to put 3 holes and suck out the gallbladder is a Giant ticket holder. He has memorabilia all across his office. So I'm going to let him cut me.
Went to him?
Yes.
I'm gonna let him cut me.
Benson,
Hey, how are you guys doing?
do you remember going to the NFL draft with us?
Oh, I sure did. That was a beautiful day.
Yes. What do you remember most of that day? Wow.
The giant helmets that lined the row.
Yeah, those are
picture.
good helmets. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, there was events on either side of that. Like when we were kind of on our rampage through town, drinking our bagged beers, making our way to the event. That was nice.
He's the man. Benson is the man. But on to is the X returning or is he out for the night?
I don't know what happened.
All right,
Rule
we're
number
going
3, we have rules, and the
Fa-
rule
fa-
is broken. We
we're
have
gonna
we
go-
have a filler-inner.
Yeah, this is now father-son time. All right, we got the over
Pop-up
the line league
stories.
review. Yeah.
That's-
Do you have a story for us?
No, I really don't.
You can't think of one real quick.
I can think of a story.
All right, Benson, let's hear a story.
Tell us the story.
Do you want a theme or? any
Yeah, theme.
particular- What theme do you want? What do you want it to be about?
Give me options.
Okay, it could be in the forest, it could be an airplane trip, or it could be a bad day at the beach.
I'm going for bad.
Okay? Bad day at the beach.
Bad
let's
day.
down.
Yes, is back.
Do you want bad day at the beach, New Jersey, or bad day at the beach, Dominican Republic?
International.
One day,
Over the
You know-
line.
Oh,
I'm just
this
gonna
is
say it
over-
right
this
now.
is over the
the
line.
line.
This is where the disclaimer
sadly,
comes
it's
in.
not. This is a serious story of survival. This is how
Oh,
this
this is
goes.
gonna be great.
So how this begins is my ex-girlfriend and I were traveling. We went down to a place called Zoetriagua, which sells you an outlandishly expensive handful of days within their little gated thing. And they'll bring you a steak at 2 a.m.
Also known as a resort.
Right, but it
Not.
cost more than it should is all I'm trying to express.
Okay.
Yes.
But very nice. So we're enjoying our day on like one of those round, beachy cushion kind of things.
Question thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Couch.
we're doing that. And some rando with like a Chicago Bears hat from,
What
I
a
believe,
joke.
Chicago.
Rando.
It's just-
What the
yeah.
hell's a rando? Is that
random
like a
person.
It's a
Lando?
random
Taught you two
person.
things today.
Random.
Yeah,
No, it's called rando.
Both are
You
valid.
said it right.
Both
Okay.
are valid.
I learned. Pop-up learned.
Two things today.
We get
Second
to
thing
talking,
Pop-Up learned today.
And we look out at the breakers and we're like, yeah, it would be cool to go swim out past these breakers and go out to that sandbar where they're breaking out there. And I'm like, I'll go with you,
Of
man.
course, yeah.
And my girlfriend at the time asked me, she's like, don't go, Mike. You're going to this, that, the other. I'm like, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. So we start going, we're swimming, things are going all right. We get past the first breakers and we're making our way. And then I don't know what happened, but I don't know if it was hit by the second waves or whatever. But like my lungs, they like locked up. I've got asthma. And all of a sudden I just kind of like was
You forgot
like
about the asthma.
panic mode, inhalers like on the beach or
Right.
something. So like I got to the shore and it was like the kind of asthma attack where you can only get out like half a word or a full word. Like you're not talking in sentences. You're
Right.
And freaked my girlfriend out. To me, it was no big deal because I've had plenty of asthma attacks. Like in other words, like if you're not passing out, like you're
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I get it.
Yeah, you've been there.
I've been there. Yeah.
You're like
Driving.
Just get behind you and you're like,
Well, I have an insulin pump. I
Yeah.
get it.
fair enough. I thought you did the asthma too. I didn't
Nah,
realize.
not
We all have health issues here,
Yeah.
just so you know.
I survived that day, and it was a beautiful time. We later drank beers,
Awesome.
so that's what happened.
That's a great story, Benson.
I dragged it out for you guys. I figured you didn't want me to rush it.
No, that was great. I mean, you killed.
That was epic.
You literally almost killed it, but you made it to the sandbar. You're alive. I'm sorry.
Randall.
Yeah.
Randa, what a jerk. That jerk in the Bears hat should have never gave you that idea.
I mean, you got to take ownership for your own choices. I don't mind. I mean, honestly, it's cool when stuff goes crazy, man. That's right. That's when life gets fun.
Yeah.
Make some poor choices. As long as you land on your feet, you're all right.
Words of wisdom.
I mean, you got to. I recently have some.
We have.
Disclaimer.
We're gonna make bumper stickers with that.
What's the phrase?
Merch. I don't know. We'll rewind and
Yes, rewind.
and we'll fix
We
that.
don't really remember what we say.
That's going to be the over the line
Sounds
motto.
That
Yes.
sounds good. That sounds
Thank
good.
you for bringing
Yes.
that up.
Thank
Next.
All right, now, I'm sorry. That was a great segment, Benson. I really hope we have more Benson segments.
Oh, dude,
We will.
returning in December, everybody.
All right, over the line league review. All
right, guys, we're gonna-
we've all been waiting for.
We're going to have to go through these quick.
Yeah, where we at?
Not
What?
where we need to be. So let's just
So
start
let's just go
going.
quicker.
LT versus Steve. LT with the W. LT is 4-0. That is also known as Lester. His team.
I just want
is
Steve to
South
win,
Jersey
so I'm
Saints.
thinking for Steve. Doesn't
No,
matter.
that was last week.
Oh,
That already happened.
Yeah.
Lester won.
damn.
Jerry, hits 3-1.
First prediction.
Jerry,
Wrong.
2-2.
Pop Pop's bad
Hollywood
predictions.
is 3-1. He defeated Critties, who did not start 2 quarterbacks in a 2-quarterback league. last
Shut
week.
up. He did not do that.
Yes,
did
he
he?
did. And he lost by
I
15.
caught. I texted him that night. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" He's like, "I just do more
Yo.
driving with my players."
It's time to start talking about
Nine
Gritty. Gritty.
Yeah,
You
tell
need
him.
to vest, man. This is
Yeah.
real. This ain't like we find replacement players.
I did try to trade him, and I did throw draft picks in there. It sounds like he's thinking about it, so we'll see if he's vested. If he chose the draft picks, I feel
This
like
is
he's
very
vested.
important. I mean, if he needs to have this lineup set by Friday, you can't mess around. This
Yeah,
is
I mean,
real.
he had Newton on bye. He had Trubisky go off, but that obviously didn't come through to him because he lost by 15. I mean, but Hollywood's 3-1. He had Ryan, Luck, Hunt, Michelle,
I just sent you a
Cooper.
trade offer, Critties.
What do you guys think about Hollywood's team? I wish you guys did double devices.
I can do double
All right, do
device.
double devices.
What do I think of Hollywood? I think he's got a good team in that league.
You
It's the
think-
minor leagues.
Yes, minor leagues.
Yeah, he's a minor league.
I mean,
He's the dog.
I think right now we just need to talk about the minor leagues and get into the real stuff.
All right,
Sorry, guys.
Chase for the next win versus Jacob.
Good job.
Angry
Like-
Tom beat the Godfather 2-2, and I beat Pop Up. We're both 2-2.
Yeah,
Pop, pop.
He had Mahomes,
Still
and
relevant.
I had Kelsey.
it was a great game.
It was.
Who cares?
Standings are
It's the
still
minors.
underlocked. I can't believe we're rushing through this now. This feels pressured.
No, now we get into the good stuff.
All right, now we can just calm down.
Yes.
We just had to rush through that one.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the minors.
No, this is.
Sometimes we'll get into it. Right now, we don't need.
No, we've gotten into a lot.
No, it's too early. It's week
We've
4.
gotten into a lot tonight.
It's an even number. We gotta get through even
We had
numbers.
story time.
Week 4 review.
All right.
Wait. Yeah, that's week
what-
4 review.
That's
we're done.
next.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it
No,
right now.
We gotta do week 4 review. Who are your studs from last week? Jinx for the next.
Blake Bortles and Hines. I don't want to go with everybody's going to go with these LA Rams players, but I think Blake Bortles had a good week for fantasy football. Unexpected. Same thing. Hines. Unexpected. Both
Yeah.
of them.
I mean,
Great points.
I had Hines on my list too. Hines is I think he's gonna come through as the number 1 back. I was actually talking to Lester today. He said he's worried that Hines is a little small. He's gonna be a 3rd down back. I think he could be every down rusher. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. He might be a little bit
So if
smaller.
you could pick him up in your league, would you pick him up?
I drafted him in both the leagues.
Wow,
Yeah, I had some foresight there.
that's pretty good.
But
He's in my league. Do you drop Tyler Montgomery to pick him up?
yes, 110%. Aaron Jones is the guy there. They are gonna share the backfield, but Aaron Jones is who you want in fantasy.
What about you, Jenks? What do you think between those two?
Hines.
All right.
My stud. Do you have any studs from last week, Lincoln?
I do.
Yeah,
Trubisky.
Trubisky.
354 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, he went off.
You-
bitch.
I
Bonsai!
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No, I did not.
5 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah,
PEDs.
yeah.
PEDs.
I had to
making
double
fun
check
of
that.
me.
It's the 1 week I didn't start Deshaun Jackson, and he had 4 for 107 in like the first half. I'm like, how are they losing?
12 minutes.
Yo, you know what I just realized, guys, that even through the last game where he was benched, Fitzpatrick is still the number one. It still has the most points in fantasy this year. And he's benched.
That's what
How
I did
crazy
to him.
is
Yo,
that?
you want me to
Just
slap
dropped
that? He won't be at the end of the year.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, you think he'll be back in?
No.
I think he'll be back in at some
Take it.
point.
I just think it's so stupid. Like, you won a couple games, you had one bad game. Okay, you did not come prepared. Even Dirk Cutter said you did not come prepared. Like, I understand that this is your future, but why can't you sit on the bench and until Fitzpatrick?
Rule 5, don't have friends in the background.
Yeah, no more audience, no more live audiences. This is a stupid experiment.
We're learning every
Can't wait
day.
till King gets here.
Yeah, is she gonna take all of them?
Is
Is
she
she
coming?
gonna take all of them away?
That's going to be awesome.
There's one I don't trust.
I got
His
one.
name is not
Let me
Vincent.
see your wrist.
I got one more stud for you. Calvin Ridley with 4 receptions, 54 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Calvin Ridley.
He actually has the most touch.
It's okay.
Calvin Ridley, I like him.
6 touchdowns this year, leads receivers.
Last 3 games, he's a beast. Calvin Ridley is the man. That's exactly why they drafted him. I mean, we had to see if it was going to
Julio just can't catch a touchdown.
You think it's going to happen?
Now, if they keep going to Ridley,
What's the percentages of him going down? Like Julio, he was like getting 10 to 20
Red zone
opportunities a game with passes. Calvin Ridley's like sucking them up.
Is it just red zone targets though? It's
I'm
also
not talking
downfield
red zone.
targets
I'm
now.
talking about like downfield. I'm talking in
Well,
general.
because they're putting their best guy in Julio, and Calvin's just burning the second guy. He's that much better. I mean, it's probably going to be like the next Juju situation.
but Julio's never had that problem before. He was always double, triple covered and still getting touchdowns.
He's still getting points.
It
Yeah.
depends because he would get
He's
those,
getting
180
yards.
yards, baby.
he would get those touchdowns against the weaker cornerbacks. I feel, when he's not going against them.
We need video.
Besides Hines, my other stud is obviously Kamara. Yes, we drafted him in the first round this year, but I did not think that this was going to come through the way that it was. This dude is averaging like 40
That's like
points
the
a
number
week.
one person right now. So my stud was Corey Davis, who won the game for the Titans, and Kareem Hunt. If it wasn't for Hunt, they would have never won that game.
Yeah, but Hunt was, I could use your argument against you. Hunt was the leading rusher last year.
Last year,
Right.
not this
So
year.
you should see him do it again this year because he was a rookie last year.
I still think it's impressive because it's an Andy Reid offense who doesn't run the ball that much.
He reminds me of Westbrook.
I can keep using my same argument. He was the leading rusher last year.
It's a Westbrook.
How is that argument back?
All right. Who's your
Disappointments.
Antonio Brown.
Wah, wah.
And I'll go right off of that. My disappointment's Big Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Antonio Brown and Big Ben, obviously, they don't have the relationship they used to. Things are rocky.
He wants to go to another team.
I mean, yeah, he said, trade me then. If you don't like me, then just get rid of me and just let me go somewhere else and be with someone better.
Is he the number 3 now since Vance McDonald's stiff arm?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
I love that.
I do. It was amazing.
I
wasn't
want
good
to
so far.
walk through like the mall and do that to people.
Down the escalator.
Just down, yeah. I gotta get by. Hey-ya!
You're allowed to if you're holding the baby.
I
I'm protecting my child.
agree. You got to pretend you're falling into him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm so sorry. I almost dropped the baby.
Whoa!
Oh no, I tripped.
Another disappointment for
Don't
me
really
this
do that.
year
It's
that
part of our
got the
disclaimer.
big contract this year is Case Keenum. He's a bum, just like he was against the Eagles last year. He was supposed to be a number. No, that was for Dom. He was supposed
Do you
to
think
be.
it's his haircut?
Who, Case Keenum's
Yes.
haircut? What is it? What kind of haircut is it?
Yeah, no. If we're talking haircuts, we gotta go James Conner.
Yeah, he has that weird patch of hair in the back.
It's like he went to the barber and said, shave everything in the front, leave the back.
Leave the back. But
Do you want a mullet? No.
But-
No.
but
I want
Crooked.
We could talk about Lindsay's hair too.
I like Lindsay's hair.
Do you?
Yeah, why
Start
not?
Is that blonde?
Start
It's
growing it out.
orange.
No.
He has the same hair color as Patrick Mahomes.
Do you go? Can I have the Cheeto?
I think he did it himself.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
he did everything else himself.
He's pretty
He
good.
made the team.
All right, Jinx, what are your disappointments?
The backfield of the Texans. Both of them. Yo, can't do anything. Other thing is the Dolphins backfield.
Boo. Frank Gore's good.
I
You don't
agree.
want Frank Gore to be good.
Fake news.
Fake news. Let's go.
No, we're not there yet. You can.
Oh, I'm just telling you,
No.
that's my fake news.
I know.
Both, all right, so Dolphins and Texans. Texans, I have high hopes for. The Dolphins, I think, are going to fade as a
Yeah,
team.
they were
But
flashing years.
Oh, I think so too. They do it every year.
but both backfields suck. Disappointment, son. They're dead to me.
They're dead.
All right, Dynasty
Right
review.
up the obituary. It's there. This is the meat and potatoes.
Well, I'll tell you.
Wait.
Oh,
Are we
wait,
doing?
no.
Are we doing Dynasty review or surprising
Good
player?
thing you have two tablets going.
Yeah, I know. I got confused.
He lost his
I didn't have a
sinus.
lot. I didn't have a lozenger this time.
Dynasty review.
Dynasty review.
Pip 1-3, 1 over Leicester, who's 0-4.
All right. On to the second game. Is it? You got it.
All right, I'm taking over. Okay, I'm taking over now.
But when
Jinx.
it has stuff written underneath it, we're talking about.
Jinx with an X, 1 against Godfather, both 2-2.
And Jinx had comeback.
did.
Maybe of the year.
Don't call it a
Don't
comeback.
call it a comeback. You know, what were you down like?
Oh.
Were you down like 90?
Thursday I was down 125.
That's crazy. And you came back and won by one.
Won by 3.
3.
Like 2.8.
173 4.
You got the congratulations.
I did.
You did
I
get
did.
the
The Godfather.
congratulations.
I think he's trying to mend bridges.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
I'm going away with him this weekend.
Hollywood
Don't
beat
touch anything.
the
We're
box
playing some PlayStation.
of shame. B-Man now has 1 imaginary win, 0 real wins, and 4 fake losses.
He's gonna upset Hollywood. I'm calling it right
He
now.
played him last week.
Again, this already happened.
I'm rooting for you, boy.
Over the line!
Too much maple syrup.
The ring down. I'm going home. And that's how last week went.
Yeah,
It was a pretty good week. It was crazy
still 4-0.
games. Yeah, he's 4-0. I think you're only on 4-0. We got 2 0-4 teams. Bunch of
No,
2-2
we
teams.
got Hollywood
1-3-2.
is 4-0.
Oh yeah, we have 2 4-0, 2 0-4, 1-3.
Who did Hollywood beat, though? Who did he
He
beat?
beat me. He beat. I had a bad week.
Let's go through.
Hollywood
is the Dolphins. I'm still calling it.
Did he beat B-Man obviously? He
Okay.
beat
Bye week.
Angry Tom.
B-Man bye week. Surprising players of the week.
Of the season. Oh.
Rule number 6. Rule number 6.
This is real life.
Oh my goodness.
I think we need to wrap this thing up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So much
No
fun
more
time.
weekday
We
podcast.
don't have the time.
Oh, I know. It's
Yes,
so
we do. We're
terrible.
playing time. Let's go.
All right, quickly, surprising players. Mine's Patrick Mahomes.
You
I
think
mean,
he has to play like this?
1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. I don't think anybody thought he was going to do that.
No, I didn't think so either. My surprising players are the Denver backfield. Freeman, Lindsay, they're molding well. They played, Chiefs defense isn't that great, but Lindsay has had a great game every time he's played. Freeman showed a lot last week.
I got
A couple of
Ridley.
beats back there.
I think Ridley's really showing off. Very surprising player.
6 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Boom.
I think I got Goff. He's really living up to number 1. And just for this week, Kelsey, first half, no catches, 5 targets. Second half, became a stud.
That's not
There it is.
Fishy.
Travis.
It's not at all fishy.
He's never been fishy!
10 or 11 years ahead.
going off.
Another surprising player for me is Kiki Kuti.
I'm just watching 11 years of Facebook history get deleted in real time. Like, it's just blowing itself up.
Delete Facebook history.
Delete.
Please do that.
Kiki, do you love me? All right, Kiki Kuti was a beast last week. He had like 15 targets.
Guess who got him? The fucking champ. Edit that.
No, it was Godfather.
No, you can put that in there.
Oh, did he?
I think it was Godfather.
Godfather.
I got him in the other league.
He's not real.
No, I watched it, dude. I'm telling you, I watched that game.
I'm
He is
sorry.
fast,
I'm
he's
sorry.
real.
It was 4 a.m. when I checked this.
Right.
When I woke up with the baby.
Yeah, it's been a long day. As I'm sure it's been a long episode.
Yeah, we need to go through these fake news players real quick.
Trubisky and Robert Woods. I don't think Robert Woods is that good. I think he's scheming off Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp. I think they'll find somebody better next year. And I think Mitch just got a taste of Nagy's offense, and he's never going to have that kind of game. I mean, yeah, never.
I mean, there are a lot of quarterbacks out there that won't ever have that game. But I like Mitch. I liked him last year. I picked him last year in the rookie draft. I don't
you
have
think
a
he could
roster
be-
spot for him, but I think he's going to be.
Do you think he'll be top 10?
No.
Okay.
Do you think he could be top 10 in the next 5 years?
Depends on the weapons he gets.
Yeah, so that's not good. Like, if you see a young quarterback, like, you could say Deshaun Watson's going to be top 10 in the next 5 years. You can say Carson Wentz. You can say
Yeah, but if
all
you
these
take away Hopkins from him, like
you can still say Deshaun Watson's going to be top 10 next 5 years.
Okay.
I don't.
You
don't think Deshaun Watson is A
If you
without
take
Hopkins?
away Hopkins, no,
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be top 10.
Dude, look what he's doing with Will Fuller. Will Fuller has a touchdown every game he's played, and he's hurt every other game.
Yeah, but
Deshaun Watson is a champ.
But Fuller outruns everybody. Like, it's just a deep throw.
So that's his arm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we'll obviously see within the next 5 years. We'll
Mahomes,
see what they
all right,
do
so
with
if we
Hopkins.
take all the weapons away from Mahomes, is he a top
Would you
10?
trade for him?
Yes. Who?
Watson.
Yes.
What are you going to give me?
Not trade!
I have 4 quarterbacks in that league. I don't want him in that league.
All right. Then
No,
you don't
but-
really think he's a good quarterback.
No,
Obviously,
don't
if you
need
think he's
him.
a top 10 quarterback.
I don't trade for
you-
quarterbacks like that.
Okay.
You don't need quarterbacks like that. I have 4.
Are they top 10?
Yeah, Tom Brady and Blake Bortles are going to be top 10 quarterbacks in fantasy this year.
All right, my fake
Is
news
Blake
players.
Bortles better than Deshaun Watson?
No, not as a football player, but in fantasy, he's probably going to be a little bit worse than Deshaun Watson. So I'll keep that value. And trading away players that he wants, probably like Jarvis Landry or Devontae Adams or Travis Kelce.
I don't think I like your team.
Someone like that for Deshaun Watson.
No, I'm not interested.
I do not like those players. Go ahead, Malkin. I'm sorry.
Fake news player. My fake news player. Just someone who's having a disappointing year. David Johnson. So
Yeah.
far, he's less than 200 yards, only 2 touchdowns, averaging 3.3 yards a rush. Just disappointing year. I mean, could be from the injury. You don't know what's going
think
on.
they're still
Arizona's having a
learning.
bad year.
I think they're still learning the offense. Last week he came through a little bit better. Josh Rosen got in there. But I think by the end of the year, Arizona's going to sneak out a couple sneaky wins, and he's going to be the reason for it.
I agree. I think I believe in DJ. You know, I mean, he is.
I'm going off of just what
gonna
he's
be-
done.
Right.
Yeah.
no, I know.
but
I know.
like he's done that with like Sam Bradford, who can't throw a pass anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he used to be the most accurate passer in the league, and like he's overthrown people by 20 yards.
Touching on, do you have anything about David Johnson? No. Touching on Muckin's note, how do we feel about Larry Fitzgerald for the rest of the year?
I'm getting nervous.
You're all right.
He gone.
It's just not worth it. in the
Yeah,
fantasy
not in a
anymore.
not in a fantasy.
No. It's not. I mean, I think he'll have some big games, but if he's banged up like this, he's just too old for the dynasty league.
Exactly.
Top Pot's terrible predictions.
They happen every week.
Yeah, this is
I already did it. I lose
this is
to
our most
Leicester.
consistent segment.
I lose to Leicester.
You lose to Leicester.
Yeah,
That's your terrible prediction.
it is.
That's not terrible for anybody but you.
It's terrible.
There it is. There's
Giants
your
gonna win
terrible
this week?
prediction. Sleepers of the week. Who you got? X.
Giants are going to win this week.
Boom. Muckin, any sleepers?
I don't have a sleeper this week.
I do.
Oh, you didn't say
Great.
that earlier. That's my fault. Breaks a sleeper.
Yeah, tight ends.
How's he a sleeper?
He's on
counter
bye.
is-
He's
yeah,
on bye.
he's on bye. And his counterpart's hurt. Yeah, good sleeper.
Yeah.
And the Joker.
And the Joker. All right, the Joker. Hopefully he comes through.
50-50.
Not on mine.
My sleeper of the week is Philip
I was
Dorsett.
prepared.
And I think he punches in a touchdown.
Who was that?
Punches in the
Nah, he
touchdown?
catches a
Right,
touchdown. Philip Dorsett. From
Oh,
Patriots.
Philip Dorsett, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think Philip Dorsett is going to be a sneaky one with all those other guys out there.
All right, guys, let's end it with the winners and losers of the Over the Line.
Pop versus the Bomb.
Oh,
Pop.
I take out the bomb. Don't
Take
be
out
Jerry. Don't be
the
Jerry.
bomb's going to sleep through his lineup.
Yes. Yeah.
It's happened before, trust me.
It has happened. And I had Pop winning that game, too.
I know.
Berg versus Davon, the battles of the 1 and 3s.
Well, I'm gonna go with Steve.
I am too, because Devon don't have a
Because Devon,
quarterback, right?
yeah,
Now, he has a quarterback coming up this week.
Good for him.
Good
Good
for
luck.
him. Yeah, but
He's not vested.
You know,
He's another Jerry.
Oh, yeah, we got two
Two Jerrys on our
two
hands.
Jerrys,
We might have a
so-
10-team league soon.
Oh.
Actually, we need to put Muckin in. One of you guys,
Yeah.
if you don't vest, Muckin takes your team.
Oh, you're right. Critties has Trubisky on bye.
Yeah,
Yep.
you hear that, Devon? You hear that, Jerry?
I'd say start him. Start Mitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
Mitch bitch.
You almost won last week
Yeah.
without.
Yo, I tried to trade him. He's trying to hold on for dear life. We'll see. Battles of the 1 and 3, but yeah, but also Steve is starting Deshaun Kaiser.
Is he really?
I don't understand why.
It's all he has.
No, he has Alex Smith on the bench. Maybe he hasn't set his lineup yet. Hopefully.
That's interesting.
That is-
Are you not
We got Pip and
vested?
Jacob.
That Pip and Jacob. Jacob just doesn't know how to play fantasy football yet.
He's learning. Still wets the bed.
Yeah.
He's learning now. He's vested at least.
He's got a chance against Pip then.
He does. Well, he has Fitzpatrick. He has Tannehill as backup. He has Freeman coming back this week. Evans on bye. Hollywood versus Angry Tom and Over the Line League.
Angry Tom.
Angry Tom, why? Because of Barkley?
Yeah, why not?
Hollywood.
Is that the game of the week?
Now we have one more after that. I think Angry Tom.
I do too.
He is, yeah, he is. I mean, I don't know.
Who cares? It's minor leagues.
It is
All right,
minor leagues.
Alex.
Versus Lester. Hopefully I take out Lester. You vote for me?
Nope.
Yeah, take down
Take down
Lester.
Lester. He's,
I want-
He's going to beat me in the
left.
majors, so.
No, I want him to get so cocky in that league that he fucking loses in the championship.
What?
Edit that, FN.
Over the line?
No,
I think I've used an FN. We used the disclaimer this episode.
Ah,
We're
we're
fine.
good. All right. No,
You're
no,
good.
I
Don't
want
worry.
us
We
to
only
go
have
on
to
this
edit the
line.
one thing that Benson
Yeah,
said.
yeah, we have to edit one thing Benson said. It's not even as bad as you think. It actually
He did
wasn't.
not tell us where the bodies were.
Yes, no. I think that was the Wood store.
Edit that too.
We went for the bad day at the beach.
All right, guys.
The right one.
Let's end this.
Juice Godfather Part 2.
No, that's not yet. That's the headliner, jerk. Or wait, no.
That's the last one.
No, that is the last one. I'm sorry. I'm the jerk.
Jesus.
I'm a jerk.
All right, let's move on.
Jesus, how many winners have you had? Half? Two?
Champ versus the Godfather. The champ.
I'm not the
champ.
champ.
The champ, not you. The king of Trenton.
I'm playing the Godfather.
Oh, and over the line. He cares about the minors still.
We're still on the minors. Where are you guys at? Are you guys not following the thing?
We skipped the game.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're
I'm just trying to follow along. Like I'm watching what we have on our
The agenda?
on the agenda, and you guys already like
I need
ahead 4
I need
games.
one of those bouncing balls to follow it.
This
You
has
Winnie
been.
the Pooh?
This has been. I just put my hands in maple syrup.
All right, that's over the line.
On that note,
Over the
We're
line.
back in Dynasty League, or that might be it.
We're trying to close
Let's
it
do,
down. Let's shut it down.
Fire round. Pop-Up versus Leicester.
We're not finished.
Now it's Dynasty League now. Pop-Up versus Leicester. Who
I'm
got-
losing.
Oh yeah, Leicester's winning. Champ versus Godfather. Champ. Angry Tom versus B-Man.
B-Man. For the first win, second, Ghost.
Alex versus Pep, yours truly. X versus Hollywood. Hollywood stays 5 and.
No way.
Yep.
It's all right.
You really?
Over the line. Good
Thank you,
night.
everybody, for sticking through this awesome episode. I hope you're all exhausted as I am. That's
Sorry about all the blank areas
fantasy
that we
football on Twitter and YouTube and Reddit and SoundCloud. Thank you. Have a good night. Over the line.
We just lost 10.